Welcome to Look Around Florida. I am your host, the Florida man, Sean McFall. Glad y'all could be here tonight. I do appreciate it. Uh, Man, was this weekend a blast? John Jenkins from Springfield, Missouri. How you doing tonight, buddy? Glad y'all could be here tonight. We're going to give it a little time as people ramp up, start joining the podcast. We have some new events that were just recently sent in by Speak of the Devil, Laura Schultz. Sent some stuff in, so we're going to be talking about that here in a little bit. Laura, I did want to ask you, how's your calendar fundraiser going? Hope that's going good for you. I've been plugging it for you. So we're going to be doing a recap here in a little bit of the Florida Cow Cavalry Company B monument that was just dedicated this past weekend in Dade City. Delow or slow? Oh, sorry, Laura. Yeah, the monument was dedicated this weekend in Dade City, Pioneer Museum, this past Saturday. So we're going to do a recap of that here in a little bit as people are starting to join in. Then at the towards the halftime break, I do have a little video I did last year for Confederate Heritage Month. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Bobby Van Zandt, the man with the plan. Welcome, sir. Welcome. So Annette Lindsay, president of the Florida OCR and vice president of the Florida UDC. Welcome, welcome. So, like I said, we got some new events that came in by Laura Schultz. We do have updates on the Cow Cavalry Monument dedication that we just did this Saturday. Little review on that. And some other events that are coming up this month and next month. So it looks like it's got to be a busy month for a lot of people within the Florida Division, SCV, OCR, and UDC. Let me get this out before I put my foot in my mouth. Most of you know me well enough. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. So let me get the disclaimer out there so our higher-ups don't call me later and say, why did I say that? Keep my foot out of my mouth and do a disclaimer to keep me out of trouble. I have enough problems as it is. Al from the Tennessee Division. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Wow, we're up to 17 people just sitting here shooting the breeze and having a good time. So I'm going to give it 5 more minutes as people join in. Then we're going to go into tonight's program. I just remembered another thing. I got to save this. Get this uploaded, so bear with me. I was involved with this. I just provided the sound equipment for this. Where did I put it? There you go. So we're talking about that event coming up too. That I provided the sound equipment for the interviews and everything they did. Me in the Army? No, I haven't. My father, both of my grandfathers were in Korea and Vietnam. My uncle served in Vietnam. My grandfather's brother was in Vietnam. My grandfather was in Korea. This is just on my dad's side. Yeah. My family's been involved with every conflict this country's been involved with. documented all the way back to 1812. It's also been documented. I'm trying to find the proof in the line. A possible Revolution War ancestor. But yeah, my family has served. If that's what you were asking, Siege Lever 96. But yeah, like I said, this is Confederate Heritage Month, and welcome Kim Hofecker, our Florida Division chaplain. He just got back in from the chaplain conference at Elm Springs. I'll see when Kim is available to talk about the conference, or we can do a pre-recorded show with Kim, and he able to give us an update on what the chaplain conference is about. From what I've seen from the pictures from that conference, it looked like a good time, Kim. It looks like a good time. Ready. We're gonna go in today's episode. So this past Saturday, we had the Florida Cow Cavalry Company B Monument dedication, Dade City Pioneer Museum. It was a great time. Jerry Peacock did well, bringing the flaggers in. I believe the cannon that was there was from the Jacob Summerlin camp. Al and Sandy Massey will correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Becky did a great job with the president of the Plant City UDC on everything. Short, sweet, to the point. Guest speakers, of course, was Becky, Annette Lindsay, David King, Ronnie Nichols of the Mechanized Cavalry, and our very own Arby, Tennessee councilman Roy Hudson was there. Glad to see him. He was there. Him and his wife. Various camps were there. I represented the Lieutenant Bogus camp. Bobby Van Zandt in the house. He represented the St. Pete camp. David King, Jeff O'Kine, and various other members from the early camp was there. The Dade City Pioneer Museum welcomed us with a warm welcome. First, I've been there so many times, I never really toured the museum itself. I've toured the grounds and talked to Wayne. Wayne explained to me about the buildings and all that. Yeah, I really like going into the museum and seeing all the historical artifacts I got there from a lot of the pioneer families in a Dade City area. So it was definitely a good time. If you missed it, please go back to Look Around Florida's Facebook page. I did go live there, so I'm hoping you all appreciated that. Like I said, it was a good time. Seeing quite a bit of our brothers and sisters there, spread out between the SCV, OCR, and UDC. Even the president of the Florida UDC was there. So it was a great time seeing all the different chapters there. So if anybody has any comments on that, on this past weekend's event, like I said, it was a great time. Jerry Peacock did great. Bringing the guys in. There was carrying flags. Jacob Summerlin provided the cannon. We got Bob Highball just joined the show, joined the chat. Congratulations on Bob Highball on his appointment that he just got. For the Citrus, I believe you said Citrus County Historical Preservation Council. So congratulations to Bob Highball on that appointment. Exactly, Annette. By the time me, Leon, and Greg Albritton got done looking at the museum, we got there, but some of that stuff was gone. But yeah, like I said, it was a great time. I loved Wayne Sweat when he talked about the history of Company B, Florida Cow Cavalry. Yeah, like I said, uh, oh, historical. Okay, thanks, Bob. Historical Resource Advisory Board. Well, congratulations to Bob Highball on his appointment. Like I said, if you get a chance to check out Florida Weekly, definitely check that out. Exactly, Jerry. She did a great speech. Everybody that was that did a speech and everything did great. Uh, so my hat's off to Becky and the Plant City UDC. I'm putting that on. I know it's time consuming and everything, so it was a great time. You know, this month, well, welcome to Lynn and Leon or Leon Arthur. This month we're all going to be busy. It is Confederate Heritage Month. We're going to be diving into Confederate Memorial Day celebrations, go to our cemeteries, making sure they're cleaned up and flagged, Confederate graves throughout the country. Not just our state in Florida, but Georgia and elsewhere. We'll be busy this week, busy this month. So, yeah, we have a lot of cool events coming up. We're all going to be busy. Like I said, we're all going to be busy. Thank you for those kind words, Jerry. That was live. Yeah, that video was live. I did not record it. I went live right there. Thank you, Bobby Van Zant. Camp 1381 is flagging cemeteries in Pinellas County this Saturday. Sweet, Bobby. Bobby Van Zant's camp there in St. Pete are hardworking chargers. So when they said they're going to do something, they're going to do it, regardless if it's raining or hurricane out. Like my camp, we don't care if it's Bobby Grenier's in the house. And you know what, Bobby? I don't know what I did with it because I've been reading it. I finally got Bobby Grenier's book, Rifle Rails and History. I tell you what, it did bring tears to my eyes when I went through it because back then, a lot of reenactors that I knew personally have passed away. So it did bring a lot of good memories came back to me. Reading his book on rifles, rails, and history. I think somebody told me this weekend they're thinking about doing a reunion of that event. Don't know much details on that. Bobby Grenier will send that in once he irons out the details. So, yeah, thank you, Bobby Grenier. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, Bobby. So, I just had to throw that in there because Bobby Grenier just came in the channel. He's on our YouTube. Oh, for some of you that can't read the comments, there you go. The comments are live on stage. So you'll be able to see people that are talking not only on Facebook, but also YouTube as well. So, ready. Let me get this disclaimer off. Exactly, Jerry. So we do have quite events coming up. I have it lined up. Laura Schultz is in the house. The Josephine Rogers chapter. My eyes are going bad and I don't have my right glasses. Chapter 18, Order of the Confederate Rose, are doing a 2026 calendar fundraiser. Support our chapters efforts to obtain our 501c4 nonprofit status. We are offering 2026 calendars featuring Confederate generals. These calendars are honoring historical figures while supporting the mission and future work of our chapter. Price are $25. Shipping is available. Additional fees may apply for shipping. Perfect for home, office, or meaningful gift. Limited quality is available. Purchase information. Laura Schultz is in the chat. Say hi, Laura, if you want more information about these calendars or where to get one. Let's help these ladies out get their 501c4. Come on, gentlemen, hit Laura up. I know she's in the house. Alrighty. April 10th to the 12th, we have the Pelican Creek Raid reenactment from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Battle at 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Daily battles, civilian camps, Confederate Union encampments, period ball. Located at the Florida Agriculture Museum in Palm Coast, Florida. Please check out Florida agmuseum.org for more details. I am involved with this event Saturday, April the 18th, 2025, 10 a.m. Fort Ogden Cemetery, sponsored by SCV Camp 2181, Confederate Cavalry, and the OCR Emily Pickett, chapter number 24. Bring a lawn chair for service. A picnic will be held afterwards, provided by the SCV. If you would like to do color guard or rifle squad, and if you don't mind coming down to Arcadia, please hit me up. Let me know. I am putting together a color guard and rifle squad. We have Civil War Days, April 25th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 1601 Oak Street, Melbourne. Civil War reenactment, period uniforms and equipment, living history demonstration, educational displays, family-friendly activities, free admission to the museum, and events of all ages are welcome. Contact. Okay. Liberty Bell Museum presents this event. And we have the United Daughters of the Confederacy, Greenville Bell Chapter 2234, and the General John C. Breckinridge, 1786, Sons of Confederate Veterans, cordially invite you to our Confederate Memorial Day service from 11 a.m. on April the 25th, 2026, Linden Cemetery, 4735 County Road 772C, Linden, Florida. A potluck picnic will be followed at the Linden Cemetery Pavilion. Please bring your own chair for the ceremony. If you want more information about this event, please get a hold of Joyce White and John D. Hart, commander of the General John C. Breckinridge, or Jerry Peacock, because he's usually he's involved with this camp, so you can poke him on a lot more details that I can give. So 703 Quincy Young Guards, putting on the CSS Chattahoochee Mass Burial Memorial. Guest speakers Dan Cox. Author, Historian, Preservation, May 23rd at 11 a.m. Volunteers are welcome. You are cordially invited to the Confederate Memorial Day service honoring the memory and sacrifice of those remembering Tuesday, April the 28th, 2026, set up at 5 p.m. Memorial ceremony begins at 6 p.m. Located at Veterans Park, Confederate Veteran Statue 2601 East Knox King Street, Ocala, Florida. Covered Dish Fellowship. Guests are warmly invited to bring a dish to share as we gathered in fellowship following the ceremony, hosted by the Colonel Samuel St. George Rogers, SCV Camp, 1865, and the Josephine Benard Rogers Order of the Confederate Rose, Chapter 18. Family and friends are warmly invited to attend. This is a meaningful evening of remembrance and honoring and fellowship. If you have any questions on this event, we got Bob Highball. He's in the chat. And we have Laura Schultz in the house. So if you're looking for a website for your SCV camp, OCR, UDC chapter, or you're putting on an event, and you want some solutions on your event that you're putting out, please hit up www.dixiedigitalmedia.com for all your needs. You can hit up Bob Highball, that's in the chat. I am very proud of this event. Save the date, Florida Cracker Cowboy Heritage Festival, May 1st through the 3rd, 2026. Alva Museum in Alva, Florida. Cowboys, Ranch Traditions, Living History, part of the Florida 250th commemoration. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm not directly involved with this event. Friends of mine that do watch this show that are involved with the Alva Museum are involved with this event. I do help them out. They did a real nice video. They interviewed some Cracker Cowboys. Their families go back generations here in South Florida. Chip, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. The only thing I did with their video, they hit me up about sound equipment, so I provided some additional sound equipment that I have for my podcast that I use on the road. So please check out if you're going to be in this area, please hit me up, or the Confederate Memorial Service in Fort Ogden Cemetery. Woo, excuse me. Alrighty. Get that out of there. Alrighty. Alrighty. Like I said, we got multiple things going on throughout the throughout the state of Florida. We got a lot of historical stuff going on. Confederate, Cracker Cowboys, a lot of fun stuff that you may find interesting in this month. So we got a lot of historical stuff going on this month. Not only SCV, OCR, UDC, and quite a bit of our museums are putting on stuff as well. Like I said, we're starting to get stuff in for the month of May. So it definitely looks like it's going to be a busy month in the month of May for a lot of local historical stuff down here in Southwest Florida. So a lot of good things are happening. Like I said earlier, if you get a chance to check out the Florida Weekly Go to floridaweekly.com and check out this week's article. They interviewed me and a good friend of mine, Brianna Simpson, on cleaning graves. We love cemeteries. Yeah, you can call me Orbit or whatever you want to call me, but I enjoy cemeteries. I enjoy meeting the descendants in a lot of these pioneer cemeteries that I go through, all the way from Ocala, all the way down into Everglades City. Yeah, I've been a lot of pioneer cemeteries, cleaning headstones, getting hit up by various people in our historical areas. Uh, Sometimes when people hit me up out of my area coverage, I do pass that on to the SCV camp or OCR chapter on where it's located. We have a great program in the SCV. It's called CERT, Confederate Emergency Response Team. It's the no harm way of cleaning headstones. It's a great program. If you do not have one involved with your camp, please reach out to your camp commander. And if you want me to come and do a presentation, I will. But there's other people within the state of Florida that do a great job. The program is set up just like the old saying, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. That's how the program is set. I learn, teach you, you teach others. So we have a lot of people in there that do good work in their communities with that program. So if you want to chime in, that you want to get involved, I'll put you in touch with a lot of the gentlemen and ladies that are in the chat right now, or they might just say DM me if you want to learn how. It's a great program. Not only that, when you're cleaning the headstone, take a picture before it, of course, clean it, and pull up the information on that person. You can do it on Find a Grave, newspapers, newspaper.com. You can also do it on Ancestral. Anytime, I'm not plugging these. I'm just plugging, do your research. Who knows? You may be able to have a presentation right there in the palm of your hands at your next OCR or SCV meeting. Hey, I cleaned this guy. Here's his story. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Wreaths Across America during December is when you're putting that wreath on that veteran, you're shouting out their name and it's in remembrance of their service. So, yeah. Who knows? You might find out that you might be related to the person. So, yeah. Get out in your local cemeteries. It's a great way to get involved with your communities. Who knows? You may pick up a member or two. It's a great program. And make sure you're flying your Confederate flags. It is Confederate Heritage Month, so feel proud. Despite what other groups or anybody else says, we are SCV, OCR, and UDC. So feel proud. Put out those flags. Get them out there. Cemeteries in front of your house. Let people know who you are. So, yep, great time this weekend with all the boys and girls surrounding from Ocala all the way down into Naples area. We're there this past weekend. It was a great time. So, yeah, if you have any news on any of your camp events or what's going on in your area, you want to get the word out, please email me. Let me know. That way I get the word out. Double checking. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. I forgot to mention this. I actually forgot to upload it. So stand by. Well, our billboard has been spotted on I-95. It is somewhere near between Orlando and Melbourne area on I-95. If you do see it, snap a picture, post it on Facebook. We are recruiting. Please check out the website, flscv.org, for more information. All right, Jerry. So, yep. Spotted on I-95. We're going to take a quick break. Video I did, where they just did an update on StreamYard. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video celebrating Confederate Heritage Month. Okay, I do not know what just happened because my green screen just went goofy. There we go. I have no clue. They're doing updates. They've been doing updates on StreamYard lately, so a lot of stuff is getting goofier and goofier. Like I was in the middle of talk with you guys and everything just went. I don't know if that was me or StreamYard itself. So, like I said, get out there, celebrate this month, talk it out. You know, don't be afraid to talk about your Confederate heritage. It is this month. You know, remember the Florida Division does have flyers. When you're out and about, you see somebody with a battle flag, either a license plate or sticker. Thanks, John. I appreciate your comment. Yeah, if you have a person with a battle flag, license plate, or a sticker on their car, stick one of those flyers in the windshield. Yeah, or wait till the person comes out. Yeah, have a conversation with them on those flyers. Make sure you have your name and phone number. Possible recruit. So, gentlemen, ladies, it's been a pleasure and an honor today bringing you some updates on this past weekend's events and upcoming events. May God be with you. And if you're feeling down and out, check out Psalms 23. And I hope you all had a great Easter this past Sunday. Stay Southern, stay out of trouble, and may God bless you in your adventures this week. Until next Wednesday, stay Southern, and may God bless you.
My name is Nelson W. Winbush. I'm a member of the Jacob Sumner Camp 1516 Sons of Confederate Veterans. My reason for joining the Sons of Confederate Veterans after the NAACP declared they would destroy and remove everything Confederate in 1990, I decided that I would do all I could to make sure that people understood what the Confederacy stood for.